Pratik, you've been weaving magic, whether it's OTT, film, Gujarati theatre, or otherwise. And from an actor, now you're also a superstar.
Oh.
How does it feel?
Well, I mean, all these words we've just heard for somebody else. When we used to watch different actors, growing film after film, people loving them, clapping for them. And we used to do a lot of theaters. I was not even born in Mumbai. I mean, I'm not from Mumbai. Came from a city, Surat.
I hope now we've made you welcome.
Yeah, it's been 21 years now. So now I can proudly say that I'm a Mumbaikar, completely Mumbaikar.
Guys, Mumbaikars, a round of clap for Pratik. He's one of us now.
So, and the industry, which is absolutely uncertain, not structured, there are no set entry points, no growth path, nothing at all. When, an experienced person like you says that now you've crossed that line from actor to superstar and all, it feels like chocolate in my ears.
No, because, your trajectory, like she rightfully introduced you, whether it's, Scam, Madgaon Express, Agni, and what is coming up. I won't tell them, you'll have to tell them yourselves. It's been so fantastic. You've just crossed all genres. So, what do I say? Except to call you, even superstar bhi kam lag raha hai, but koi baat nahi.
I really find myself extremely lucky and fortunate to have worked on different genres with different directors, different producers, different actors. This was my dream even when I was on stage. I always wanted to do different genres and challenge myself, because otherwise as actors we don't know what we can do and what we can create, what we are capable of, unless you try that. After Scam, a lot of people told me that now you will be put in one basket where people will see you in serious characters, more of drama as a genre. And because in Scam I was portrayed as a different age group character, people will largely think me in a different age group. But I'm fortunate that by the time it came out, I started looking also different. And people could see me in different characters, different genre. So something like Madgaon Express.
So success has a way of making people look younger. That's what has happened to you.
I had to actually look like a person who can fit into any character. Because someone long back in one of my initial days of audition, someone told me that, yeah, it's very difficult to make you look rich. I didn't know how to process that, how to work on that. But Scam was the series which made me like 500 crores worth person.
And now you have an address which is the same pin code as many of the big names.
So that way it's an interesting journey, because an actor is as good as the characters that he creates. And I always loved when people call me by my characters and they don't remember my name. That's the best thing that I can achieve.
So Pratik, tell us now, like I said, you've crossed over to superstardom. You've done all kind of genres, whether it's Madgaon Express, Agni, where you were more serious, you got appreciation. Do you miss your theatre days?
I don't, because I still do theatre.
Okay.
It's just that I don't do in more number of shows in a month that I used to do earlier. Because constant travel and constant shoot days and all, I have to manage my shows well in advance. So now I guess my average is around 3-4 shows in 2 months.
Okay, tell me, I mean, like you said, you continue to be in touch with stage. Is stage, how different is it from film? I mean, I know the discipline in stage is much more, but besides that, anything else that you can tell our audience about stage?
I guess the biggest technical difference about stage is that you perform the whole story in sequence. It goes in chronological order. It has a definite start, finish. And once you are on stage, you just live the whole character. Whereas in films and OTT series and all, it is never shot linearly. So, I mean, you are shooting the divorce scene first, and when you met for the first time, that's the last scene that you shoot on the last day of shoot. which is around 60 days after you shot the first scene. So that backtracking and all those things are different.
And how's the OTT process? Is it also chaotic like film or?
OTT is much more chaotic than the films because in OTT it's a longer format. Largely you tend to live that character for almost 8 months, 9 months, sometimes a year, because it's like 6 episodes to 10 episode series, and each series is equivalent to, like Scam for that matter, was equivalent to 4 films in terms of the content. And there in one day I had to create a multiple age group of the same character. So whatever change that I used to do in my body language, in the voice, in the way my certain gestures that I played with, I had to constantly play and juggle between those in one day, because it largely is dependent on the location. आज अगर ये लोकेशन है तो यहाँ की सारी चीज़ें हम निपटा देंगे एक साथ. सो थिएटर, OTT, फिल्म में ये एक बहुत बड़ा टेक्निकल डिफरेंस है. बट जस्ट कमिंग बैक टू योर लास्ट क्वेश्चन अबाउट थिएटर, द बिगेस्ट थिंग दैट थिएटर कैन ऑफर टू एन एक्टर इज that actor can perform the same character multiple times. So you are playing with the same text multiple times. And every time when you read the same text, every time when you say those same lines and perform it, it can give you something more, which is not written, which is never communicated. And most of the time it happens that audience teaches you. With their reaction, you can actually constantly understand that, okay, this means the otherwise also.
So little later into this, some of the audience is also going to ask you some questions. But right now I want to know, since OTT sometimes is equal to, like you said, it's 4 times what would you do for a film, would you also get charged that much?
Now I guess it has different price bands for sure than the films. And there are like people who are working on OTT because they are longer commitments. So rightfully it has a different price band for sure. But not all the time it happens that way. So there is no rational in terms of the payments, in terms of the charges. There is no rational that one can put.
So you won't say Pratik is pricey?
I am not pricey. I am not at all pricey. What I ask is just the script.
Okay. Now tell us, what is the next excitement you're going to give us on OTT? We've been hearing so much. I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it, but please do tell us.
No, I'm very much allowed to talk about it. It is the series Gandhi, which is about Gandhi's younger days, younger life, and it is the whole life of Gandhi, which we have never seen, I guess, on screen. First ever series on Gandhi coming out from India for the globe. And it is one of the most important projects of my life. The biggest in terms of scale, biggest in terms of story, script, character, everything. So yes, really looking forward to it. इसके आगे का तो मुझे भी नहीं पता.
You won't be able to tell us how soon it will happen?
No, we are all waiting for because it's in last leg of post-production. The platform is yet to be decided. So just hoping to have the announcement soon, but in next few months we should hear something.
And are your films, what is going to happen next?
So there are a couple of films which I have shot and which are ready. One of them is a film called Ghamasan that Tigmanshu sir directed. It is a cop drama, and yeah, it's ready now. Anytime soon they'll announce it.
Are you playing a cop for the first time?
Yes, for the first time that way. Another film which Sumit Purohit directed. Sumit Purohit is a person who co-wrote and edited Scam 1992. Very, very talented guy. And he also directed my last web series, which was on Netflix, called Sare Jahan Se Acha. So Sumit has written and directed a film called Bagi Bechare, which is tentatively titled. I don't know whether they'll continue with the title or no. That's an interesting film that is also almost ready. And a third film that I've done with Rahul Dolakia, the director who directed Agni. And it's a fantastic subject that we've just completed the shoot for. That should also be announced.
So 2026 is very much a Pratik Gandhi year.
I'm looking forward to 2026 now.
Yeah, I mean, Gandhi and Pratik Gandhi, it can't get bigger. And, what would you tell our audience? Is there any way to start an acting career? Does it go necessarily the way you've done it? From theatre to OTT to film? Or can they just start anywhere?
Yeah, I guess you can start from anywhere. But just talking from my experience, what helped me the most is my theatre. Theatre is the place where you can actually hone your craft. It gives you multiple opportunities to fail, and theatre is a medium where it is, uh, it's cheap to fail. It is easy to fail and rebuild yourself again and work on your craft again. So it's the best place where, so I call theatre as actor's gym. Because where the otherwise, where will the actor go?
Absolutely.
Boxers, they have their own, practice ring. Cricketers go for net practice. Even musicians, they do their riyaz. What do actors do?
So they start on stage like you did.
Yeah, stage helps a lot, is just coming from my personal experience.
So Pratik, I would also want you to say that, does superstardom weigh on you? Is it like is like any kind of pressure that you also always have to deliver? Do you take any such title seriously, or you just go with the way it is,
Not at all, ma'am. I don't take these titles so seriously that it pressurizes me. But I would really like to honor these feelings coming from the audience. At the same time, I understand my job as an actor is to experiment constantly. Because with any script that comes my way, with any character that comes my way, I am always experimenting. That's the reason, no? The simple example is हिंदी, गुजराती और मराठी में हर एक नाटक के शो को प्रयोग कहते हैं. तो प्रयोग इसीलिए कहते हैं because we are experimenting on stage. And I'm not a robot that once you've fixed the chip, every time I'll react in a similar way. On the same dialogue, I'll laugh or create anger on the same way. It is a mind, body, soul, muscle, constant coordination that helps me reach at one particular emotion in multiple ways. So I constantly experiment and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, actually, that's what makes you exciting, very honestly. The fact that we won't get to see the same Pratik every time, because you're always bringing something new to your audience.
Thank you, and thank you. That's what I try.
Like I said, with genres, you excelled in Madgaon Express, which was comic. You were superb in Agni. Again, you went back to Dhoom Dham, which was comedy. So is there anything in particular that you enjoy, or is it all open?
No, it's all open, and I enjoy all different genres. Right from Phule to Madgaon Express to Dor Do Pyar to Agni, all these different genres, and most of the time there are a couple of mixed genres. I think the best part about creating different characters in different genres is to tap on your complex human emotions. That helps me create different range. I mean, I think what I try is that create anger in 500 different ways, create laughter in 500 different ways, and every time something new that I find.
So much is spoken about method acting. Are you a method actor?
I don't know if this is method, but I don't have a particular set method that I can put in words. The only method I know is whatever I read, I have to feel first and then deliver, because what I read is an input to my body. This is my machine that I work with. And then whatever gets processed, the final outcome that should come out. So unless I process it, that means I feel it, it won't work with the audience, because if I fake it, they'll catch it immediately.
If I were to meet you behind the stage before you were doing a comic role, would I get the serious Pratik Gandhi, or would I get somebody, who's already smiling like the way you're smiling right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually do this switch on, switch off pretty fast because of the earlier experiences. हम लोगों को क्या होता था कॉर्पोरेट में पीपीटी बना बना के सुबह से शाम दिमाग एकदम खाली हो गया है, वहाँ से 3 ट्रेन चेंज करके सीधा ऑडिटोरियम में जाके परफॉर्म करते थे. सो दैट स्विच ऑन स्विच ऑफ हैज़ ऑलमोस्ट बिकम अ सेकंड नेचर नाउ. मतलब मेरा ऐसा नहीं हुआ कभी कि वो लग्जरी नहीं मिली वेयर इफ आई हैव टू परफॉर्म इन 4 hours आई विल नॉट टॉक टू एनीबडी, आई एम इन माई जोन एंड देन आई परफॉर्म. इट नेवर हैपेंड टू मी.
So you're saying that everybody who's done a corporate job can also be an actor?
Yeah, you are. I mean, we are designed to be multitasking, multi-skilling actually. Yeah.
So guys, there's hope for all of us who've done corporate jobs. If any of us are serious to pursue something in acting, we should try it out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask the audience. Please ask Pratik something, whoever wants to. I don't have space for too many questions. So somebody can raise your hand and we can come across with a mic.
Yes, please.
Hi, sir. My name is Kiana. I am from KC College. My question to you is that your transition from theatre to OTT to film, in the style of acting, is there any change that you would do specifically, or does it remain same throughout?
No, so there is no mathematics to it, but there is definitely a science to it. The way I understand is that if we are just sitting this close, my voice, my body gestures will be different when I'm communicating to a person sitting beside me. But if I have to communicate to the person sitting there, my gestures, my body language, and my voice will be different. That's the only difference. On stage, because I'm communicating to the larger audience, I guess my gestures are wider. My voice is different. But as the camera comes close, I go deeper inside. And that's the only difference. That's how I see it.
Someone else with a question? I can't see hands because
there.
Hi, sir. My name is Ophelia. I have a question, and that is, you have done gay role, right? So I just wanted to know if you've ever faced backlash from your relatives or people around you for doing a role like that, because people are not really open about this. So yeah, that's my question.
So, for first ever, a gay character that I performed was in 2006. It was a film called Emotionally Yours. And I didn't know how to process that because it was, I mean, the whole knowledge was new to me. I didn't have enough knowledge about that, about those people and how they live and what they go through. I had no idea. So I spoke to my father. And my father told me, he's from Surat, he was a teacher all his life, and he also has no clue about their lives. So he just told me one thing, that you are an actor. Your job is to create characters. And when you do that, you are not supposed to judge the character. You have to become the character. So just think about it and create a character. So he gave me a lot of confidence to do that. And when in one of the conferences after that, in Gujarat, I was asked the same question, that you never thought, were you not scared that how people will pursue you differently now? So I guess what I answered, I can just answer right now, is that if I perform a gay character, that doesn't say that I'm gay. And if I don't perform the character, that doesn't say that I'm not. So there is no right answer to this. You just have, as an actor, I just created a character. And that's how I see it. Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for being an awesome audience. Thank you, Pratik.
Thank you.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much for being with us.